Hey, Katie, we're going live any second now. Who do you want to do a shout out to?
I'm going to give a shout out to my good girlfriend, Miss Leah Richards.
Leah Richards, here we go. Good afternoon, good morning, good something, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome a very special guest to our show today. Katy Carlson is a highly skilled and practitioner who brings together the ancient wisdom of shamanism and healing, the healing power of Reiki, with her certifications in trauma therapy, herbalism, mindfulness coaching, and yoga instruction. Katy offers a unique and comprehensive approach to personal growth and wellness. Welcome, everybody, and welcome, Katy, to the show. We are just getting into this, and I love what we're doing today. How are you doing, Katy?
Thank you so much, Michael. I am doing amazing. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. I love what you're doing. You're changing the world, and it is a beautiful thing, my friend.
You guys are changing the world. I'm just the conduit, not even that. I just let people know about you. Let's jump right into this. First of all, tell us about your background. Like, how did you become a shamanic guide and Reiki master?
Okay, this is a very good and loaded question. So, how I got here? How did I get here? I was born a shaman, and after a series of initiations and rites, I was certified as a shaman. However, my journey to that point was intense. I
Okay.
had a pretty traumatic childhood. And so coming out of that, I got into yoga. I started my own healing path. I began reading tarot when I was about 12. So magic has always been a part of me. And once I became a shaman, I always realized I was a shaman, and that's what led me to it, was this natural, invisible medicine. And so yoga really tuned me into that, and that's how I got started with mindfulness, coaching, unraveling trauma, and wanting to help others process that in whatever way suits them best. So I found Reiki, yoga, and shamanism blend very well together. And it's extremely comforting and relaxing, and people can really be themselves and feel seen and heard and process without judgment and unconditional love and support. So it's what I always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great to be living that dream, living this
Now,
dream.
some people they don't know what what a shaman is. Like, what's the difference between a shaman and anyone else? Because people see this think shaman and they think mountaintop and crossed legs and old guy with long beard. So,
Absolutely.
what is a shaman? Just so that everyone's on the same page while we're here.
Sure. So a shaman is someone who specializes in energetics, plant medicine, and healing the earth as well as her people. It
Okay.
is called being a steward of the earth. And so I took a vow to that, and I did not do so lightly.
Okay. All right. That makes perfectly good sense. I get that. So for people that have never, I mean, people have heard of Reiki. Go ahead and talk about Reiki because the next thing I want to know is how do those two intersect? That's where we're going here.
Absolutely. So Reiki is a universal energy, and the same, we are also all shamanic descendants. So we all already have this inside of us.
Okay.
Reiki practice is beautiful. It's working with that universal energy to tune into your highest self, your highest good, and engage in the process of becoming your best self, the best
Okay.
version of you.
Hmm. Now you practice, and we're going to throw our two terms together here: shamanic Reiki, and there's traditional Reiki. So how do they differ from each other?
Absolutely. So traditional Reiki is just specifically focused on the energetics. Shamanic Reiki is a layered healing modality where shamanic elements are going to be brought in, like ocular exercise, shamanic journeying, maybe drumming. In tandem with the Reiki, this provides a very powerful, profound healing that is really down to the cellular or cellular level, I like to say.
Okay. So what kind of things do you when you work with people, what kind of things do you heal? Is it spirit? Is it body? I heard you say ocular. I'm guessing that's eyes. Is that
Yes.
right?
So
Good, because I
ocular,
could totally use some ocular healing. Okay.
yes. Okay. I got you. I'm going to send you all my good ocular healing right now.
All right.
Okay, so practicing ocular exercises helps to activate the mind's eye or the third eye. And so within this space, you can manifest so much, but it gets very busy and loud and distracted, and there can be so many apprehensions or anxieties that it can be really hard to get to that clear spot. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what this is all about, is getting to that clear spot so you can manifest quickly and at your own pace.
No, that's a good question. Here's one of the things I've always wondered is like, do you provide the healing, or does the person provide the healing themselves? In other words, I know a lot of times people say you have to believe before you actually receive whatever gift it is.
Yes.
And tell
Yes.
us about that.
So being open to receiving Reiki, shamanic healing, whatever it may be, even if you're going to your doctor, right? You're going because you believe in them, because you believe in their healing skill. And while this is in no way Western medicine or comparable whatsoever, um, the belief is the same, I would say, that needs to be behind it for the healing to happen. So everybody I work with, I tell them, do you believe in me?
Hmm.
And they reply, yes, which I'm so grateful for. And I say, good, because I believe in you and I stand with you. So I need for you to believe in yourself as much as you do whatever you ascribe to spiritually. Believe in
So
yourself that hard. And
walk us through
I
a
channel
Reiki
you.
session. Like,
Pardon?
how does walk us through a Reiki session when you meet with somebody, whether it's in person or online?
Yes.
How does it work? Like, just
So
walk me through it. What are the steps?
we start with intros and sharing and introductions, sort of an icebreaker, getting to know each other,
Hmm.
relating a little bit, finding what brought us together, and then diving into the energy. And this is where I'm very good at my job. I'm good at detecting if there's an auric disturbance or a leak in the energy or a blockage. And my job is simply to channel all of my healing, all of spirit's healing from source through myself to you. And that can be done at a distance or in person. And it's done through, I usually do a guided meditation leading into relaxation where I begin to apply the Reiki in person or at a distance. And it's a very beautiful process.
Do people feel the energy even from a distance when you're doing the Reiki?
Yes. So one person we both know is Ashley, and she's someone I would often do distance Reiki with, and she's in Louisiana. So it would be so funny because a lot of people would be skeptical, and I love that. I love the skeptics because they
Okay.
really do feel something. They're like, wait a minute. And Ashley would tell me, I can feel you. I can feel you noodling around in here. And I'm like, yeah, hi, how are you? So it's definitely powerful. It's simply being open to receiving it. That's the truth.
Okay. So how do you, and I don't know all this, I keep telling people like in all the things that we're discovering when I bring on either the witches or psychics or anyone who's into the spiritual and even
Yeah.
aliens. But how do you know, how do you connect through whatever device it is to somebody? How do you touch them?
For me, it's through my third eye. So we all have an assemblage point where our energy conduit is the strongest, where we receive and then transfer. And it's important to know that point. And so for me, when I'm using my hands, it's extremely powerful. So that energy is channeled through the hands, and I really don't even have to touch you.
That's pretty awesome. There's give us some of the things or people that you've actually worked with, and what is some of like the healing that they've experienced that
Oh,
so people understand.
sure, sure. Wow. It's pretty profound. I've actually had a wide range of clients, students, and people I work with that I love in community from, let's see. Well, I first started to get clients coming to me with cords or attachments, not really understanding karmic debt having a physical effect on them.
Uh-huh.
And so I started to focus on my energetics and clear and cleanse that energy for them. And that looked like them leaving behind a world of weight and stepping into a new reality
Mm.
and stepping into abundance, into healing, into belief and self empowerment. It really is
Are the things that
gorgeous.
people want to either heal or get rid of or affirm to, or these things, are they more things, love, money, is prosperity in the world, just clear conscience? What is it that people want from you?
People want from me exactly what they're talking about. They want to know that they can do this too.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's what I find is like the core root of all of this. Because everybody wants everything you said, a good abundance, good relationships, good money, good family life, what have you. However, it all comes back to the relationship with self. And so it really comes down to shadow work and increasing your value
okay.
personally.
You use the term shadow work. Explain that to people so we all understand.
Shadow work is the parts that maybe we don't want to address.
Okay.
Maybe some of the things that we're not so proud of, but they happened. Maybe what someone would call a dark night of the soul or hard moments. And so, in that shadow work and that pain and that sting, there's also the cure.
Okay.
And that's inside you. I'm simply a facilitator. And so, I think that's really important to remember that we all have that gift. And it's very important because the medicine is inside you. And that's what shamanism has taught me.
Okay. So you also work with herbalism, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So now we've got shamanic, we've got the Reiki, and we've got herbalism. How does herbalism play into all this?
Herbalism and plant medicine play into all of this very deeply. Our moods are regulated essentially first and foremost by our body, brain, and gut. And the gut needs health. And that is really in plants so much that using one simple herbal tea daily or nightly can make such a profound change in your immune system, antioxidants. There's just so much you can get from a tea or herbal blend that food simply cannot offer. And so it's pretty much like a hack, if you will, to
Uh-uh.
get all of those nutrients. So when we don't always have good options here, for food, it's really nice to be able to have that cup of tea and boost the health and know that we're putting good things in our body and doing cellular healing because it does provide a great mood regulation when those things are in the body.
Well, I've got a friend who's making teas for another friend of mine, and I am so happy that's happening.
I love that. Herbalism is very powerful. I mean, look at the explosion of lavender over the last 10 years, for example. I mean, now it's completely used for so many different things, and not just tea, but oils. Their oil carries a frequency, as do our thoughts. And so oftentimes, if thoughts start to get to be too much, we go for the lavender oil and rein it back in. So herbs are very
Mhm.
powerful.
I will tell you that if someone gave me like a little lavender eye pillow back in the day, and I slept with it, and I
Mm-hmm.
swear it was like the best thing ever. So I hear you on the lavender, and we're here, we're connecting.
Yes, we are. I love it.
Oh my gosh, what is let's go. I just want to go a little deeper. So, um, what is it that you want to teach the
Ooh,
audience today?
ooh, that's a good question. I want to teach that you're powerful, that the medicine that you need most is inside of you. You are your own best parent, lover, doctor, and you can accomplish and manifest everything in this life that you want to. And it's okay to need support, and it's okay to ask for help, because that's important and it's going to help you become who you are. And I want you to have fun and just try.
Just trying is awesome. I got one more. I'm gonna ask a thought-provoking question. So, what do you believe is the most significant challenge that's going to face people in like on their journey? What is that towards, I guess, spiritual growth and personal growth, and how do you help them overcome it?
Sure, people tend to get very attached to their story, and that links them into that trauma, that re
Okay,
trauma telling, that hamster on the wheel thinking, where you really can't get a clear vision, a clear path. And that's where I'm going to come in, and we're going to move all that junk out of the way.
that is awesome. Um, I want people to be able to get in touch with you. But you know what? Before that, I've tried this before. I want to try this again with you. And it's something brand new that I want to add to the show. And you're going to be my guinea pig number two on this. Kayla was our first guinea pig. I want to play this or that with you so people know you not just as an expert in Reiki and in shamanism, but I want them to know you as about like what
Yes,
you do
I'm
is
not just my titles. I am also just a human with just a 2-year-old, with just a husband and a dog and a cat, and life's okay.
So should I? We're gonna play this or that. You're gonna just. I'm just gonna throw out something. You're gonna say I like this or that, and in no thinking, it's just it. So do you want to do like regular person this or that, or do we want to do shamanic this or that?
Ooh, uh, let's go with the deep dive. Let's go shamanic. Let's do
Okay, really? Here we go.
it. Okay.
Number one, nature walks or indoor yoga,
Nature walks.
oracle cards or tarot cards,
Tarot.
mindfulness coaching or herbalism,
Herbalism.
music or silence during meditation,
Silence.
uh, incense or candles during rituals.
Candles all day.
Really? Okay. Runes or shamanism?
Sorry, I
Nomadic,
didn't hear. Say it again.
nomadic runes or Peruvian shamanism?
Oh, come on. I have to pick one. That is not fair. Those are like my two. Those are in my heart forever. We're going to go 50-50. I'm sorry.
50-50 on that one? Okay. Reiki sessions or Thai massage?
Reiki sessions.
Okay. Personal growth workshops or one-on-one sessions?
Mhm. Personal growth.
Okay. Tea leaf readings or palm readings?
Oh my gosh. Those are like two old, juicy modalities that are not always offered, and I love them both. But I would have to say palmistry, because the energetics, when I'm reading the lines, it's like I get lost in a book. It's amazing.
Last one, spirit animals or spirit guides?
Spirit animals, white wolf, all day. Yes.
Awesome. Here, I want people to definitely stay in touch with you. Thank you for sharing with us. You've got your website over at freshguysmile.com, and you're on Facebook also. Um,
Yes.
I like that. Where does Peachy come from?
Peachy comes from my first job when I started to do guided kayak and canoe tour guide along the Hoover Dam.
So there's even more that we're learning about you. That is so
used to live in
awesome.
Las Vegas. So my teenage summer job would be go to Vegas, work the dam. And because I was from Chicago and I was pale, right, everything that stuck out would turn bright red. So I got the nickname Peaches. So
Gotcha.
I've been peachy ever since.
Awesome. All right, Peaches. Thank you so much, Katy. We will see you in the future.
Thank
and I
you.
love what you're talking about here. Peace, everybody.
Love you.